Yeah, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, welcome to a very special virtual press conference on a fight that I've been hyping up, and it's a fight I'm very excited about. It's a fight that involves two of the absolute best 137 pounders in the state of California. When you're saying that, you're saying it's two of the best 137 pounders in the world, in my opinion. It's none other than Caleb Salazar taking on
Let's
Isaac De La
go.
Paz, and it's going down at FightersRep 24 on June 8th. I'm going to start with you, Caleb. How are you doing, young man?
I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this fight. It's lighting a fire under my ass. So I'm ready to train hard, just like I have been training hard. You know, everything's been the same route for the last 10 years that I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And like you're right, I feel like I'm one of the best, and I deserve to be a champion. And no matter what it is, rather it's WCK, FightersRep, I'm gonna take all of those belts, and just like I've been doing. So I'm super thankful about this fight, because like this one is really lighting a fire under my ass. It's gonna make me really focus on like certain things and just grow from there. So thank you for accepting this fight, man. This thing is awesome.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm excited too.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
be.
For
bro.
sure. And I'll ask you the same, Isaac. I mean, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. You know, life's good right now. I've been competing actively, so thankfully I haven't been getting injured. You know,
No.
the fight camp has been going well. The beach training, everything we've been doing it's been good vibes, good coaching, good sparring teammates. You know, going to other gyms, so I can't complain right now. I'm very grateful. Yeah, and
Yeah,
this fight is gonna be fire. I know that it's gonna be a good one.
I mean, when Hung told me he was making this fight, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I said, "What?" I said, "Are you for real? These guys are really gonna fight each other?" I love this fight, because both of you have so much experience. Both of you are so good, and it's kind of for me as a promoter, it's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for amateurs when we're not talking about pros. I like to see amateurs with a lot of experience, because I think that's what's going to give you guys the ability to compete at the highest level on the world stage if you have a lot of amateur experience. So it's a fight I'm very excited about, and I'm really excited it got made. Caleb, I'm going to go to you, man. What were your thoughts when you heard Isaac De La Paz, FightersRep? I mean, you haven't fought for us before. You guys are primarily pretty heavily a Muay Thai gym, but we're lucky enough to have worked with Los Angeles Muay Thai in the past with your teammates D'Angelo Gianni and so on and so forth. Kind of tell me, what your thoughts were when they told you, "Hey, FightersRep, Isaac De La Paz."
Right. So I've seen Isaac fight before. Of course, one of my teammates fight. So I've seen him fight. And when they told me about it, I was pretty excited about it. It's gonna be a fire fight, like you said. We're gonna learn a lot from this fight, not just in the fight, but in the camp as well. I'm sure he's focusing on his tools, but because I am focusing on my tools, and what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'm excited to just jump back in there. It's been a little bit of time since I've been in the fight, but I try to fight consistently every year after the passing of my twin brother. So just to keep that going, it keeps me in a mental health, a good state of mind. And that's why I'm so thankful for this fight, because I'm able to stay focused on the right tracks.
Yeah, and obviously, rest in peace to your brother, man. I mean, that was something that I think affected the whole community. So I just wanted to say that first and foremost, But again, man, we're so excited for this fight. So much experience between the two of you. Same question to you, Isaac. You've been toiling away though a little bit at FightersRep. You had a fight, you won, you showed yourself to be one of the best at 137 pounds. You went in there against Jason. I think you came up short, but you got some fantastic experience. You've rattled off 2 wins in the Lions Den since then. You've gained a lot of experience in the Lions Den. What did you think to yourself? Because it's rare you go in there with a guy with even more experience than yourself. I mean, Caleb's been off for a while, right? You've been active, but Caleb's got a ton of experience, man. It's very rare that we get 2 amateurs with this much experience, or maybe that you fight someone with more experience than yourself. What was your mindset when you heard Caleb Salazar, LA Muay Thai, Fighters Rep 24, June 8th?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I mean, I didn't really know how many fights he had. You know, the coach comes up to me with these fights, and I never turned down a fight. Really, you know, if a fight comes up, I take it. You know, we train hard, and you know, at the end of the day, both fighters go in there in the ring, and we find out who's the winner. You know,
No.
whether it goes to the judges or not, we go in there and we fight with all we got. We train hard, and there's always something to learn. Like how you said, there's always something to learn. And with that Granada fight, I definitely learned some things. So, you know, doing more kickboxing fights and getting a little bit more experience here and there, it's definitely sharpened me. And you know, going to other gyms, doing some sparrings over there, iron sharpens iron. So, I definitely think it's going to be a good fight for both of us.
Yeah, yeah. I've still got a lot of questions for you guys. I appreciate you guys doing this with me. Caleb, you know, I don't believe typically we see you at 137 pounds, man. I want to say, you know, maybe the majority of your career has been a little bit higher. You've also, again, been a little bit inactive lately, but you're really throwing yourself into the deep end here, man. I got a lot of respect for that. And you're doing it at 137 pounds against Isaac. You know, kind of tell me about that. You know, is this a weight you feel like you can be acclimated to? And, you know, again, a little bit of a layoff. How do you feel about all of it?
It is a little bit of a layoff, but just from fighting. Training is always there. I'm always teaching. I'm always trying to educate myself on what I could do better. And the most I learn is when I'm in fight camp, because then that's when you're really into it. You're really active. You really want to get something out of it.
Right.
So this is the only way that I can grow in this sport. If not, if I'm just training and not fighting, then I feel like I'm going to be at a standstill.
Yeah. And how do you feel like the coaching has helped? I mean, you've got enough experience, the both of you.
Yeah,
for got enough experience, you know, to coach. So how has that helped you?
It's always bringing it back down to the basics. We got a bunch of great guys at LAMT. I go ahead and teach the beginners class, and it's always bringing it back down to the basics. You're starting from your footwork, your jab, where your head positioning is. Just a lot of little stuff that we get to break down that my coach taught me that I get to pass down to them. Shout out David, LAMT.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, Isaac, man, like I said, you know, you've rattled off a couple in a row here. You know, how are you feeling coming into this fight? You know, you feeling like you got a lot of momentum? Are you feeling a little bit of wear and tear from being so active? I mean, because you've got a ton of experience as well. Kind of tell me how you're feeling heading into this fight. This is a big one.
Yeah, definitely. These past few fights, it's definitely made me feel even more confident. You know, I've always been confident in my ability, but winning these fights and the way I'm winning them, it feels good knowing that the technique is working. The stuff that we're working on is showing up in the fight, and you know, just having that calmness in the ring and that confidence and the good coaching and the good teammates. I think it takes a whole team, and it's definitely showing in the ring, and I'm happy for that. So going into this fight, I feel good. I feel great.
I love it. Caleb, back to you, man.
Yo.
Kickboxing in the Lions Den, man. You know, again, very Muay Thai heavy gym, Los Angeles Muay Thai. You're going to have to make some adjustments to your style, I'm sure. Or is this something you've already kind of been working on in the lab? Tell me how you feel about kickboxing versus Muay Thai.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we're a kickboxing gym, but we're sure representing on your show. So, I mean, a Muay Thai gym. So, you know, we're representing a lot. Kickboxing, Muay Thai. It all comes down to the basics. The only differences to me really is the clinch work and some footwork. Other than that, that's why I was excited about this fight, because well, I like to let's catch the fire. Let's make that fire in the ring and give the crowd what they want. And honestly, like, I'm pretty sure we both want a real technical good fight. You know, so this for me is I'm looking to grow. Like, this is growing. This is not a fight, just a fight. This is growth. This is experience for me. So I'm taking it, everything that's coming in, I'm taking it, I'm drilling it in my fucking head, and I'm just making it work. And that's what it is. It's these experiences that you get that make you tread into those deep waters, like you're saying. It's fine. I swam in those deep waters many times before coming down. I've lost weight all the way down to 132, and I've been all the way to 145, all the way to 150. It doesn't matter. I'm all over there.
Right.
There's nothing that's gonna be deep enough, or no mountain that they say is high enough. I trust my coaches, and I gotta listen to them. And as long as I'm doing what they're telling me, and I'm using my experience, there's really nothing that can go wrong as far as as far as me winning this fight.
No, absolutely. And I love your mentality about the weight. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been paying attention to this whole fallout with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. A lot of people have been talking about weight. Real quick, I want to ask you guys, I'll start with you, Caleb. I mean, do you think it's the weight that makes the fighter, or is the weight not that big of a deal? I mean, if you can fight, you can fight.
You know what? If you're training to lose weight, then you're fucked. I'm training to fight. That's all I've ever trained. The times that I've trained to lose weight are the times that I've done my worst. Even if it was the win, it was the ugly. I didn't like it. So now we lose. Now we train to get ready. Okay, this is what it is. We think about things way ahead of time. Before, it's a month, but before a month, I was already mentally prepared 6 months ago. So this is all just a crunch down how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Isaac, I want to ask you the same, man. I mean, does weight make a huge difference to you, or you're just going out there to get that kill, man?
Oh yeah, I mean, I fought down to like 130. So
wow.
How I got there, I don't know, but
I don't know either.
That's that fire inside.
We make it work. So wherever the fight's at, I'm there. I think with that Ryan Garcia not making weight, me personally, I find that disrespectful. Devin Haney's out here cutting weight. Ryan Garcia is 3 pounds over. 3 pounds is a lot. So, I've definitely learned from my mistakes, and I definitely think making weight, it shows a lot of respect to the whole organization. You know what I'm saying? And, making weight shows that you're a true fighter, and you can do anything you put your mind to. So it takes a lot of discipline to do that and get the dub.
For sure. And, before we continue, I mean, guys, if you want to ask any questions or make any comments about this fight, which we already have some in the chat, or if you want to drop a super chat, like I said, we'll split the profit anytime with these two fighters. If you want to sponsor them, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to us or them. I'm happy to facilitate that. And, guys, we've got Jaime Diaz in here. He's just sweating. He can't believe this fight is happening. He's got the sweating emojis going in. You got Isaac Lawrence in here saying the return of Caleb Salazar against Isaac de la Paz. Take my money now. Take my money now. I think that's the overall reaction of the community to this fight. We've got Richard Lewis in here saying about to be a crazy fight. FightersRep, the new industry beast. Much appreciated, Richard. Listen, it's not us, man. It's not us. It's these fighters that are accepting these fights against each other and lifting themselves up for the challenge, rising up to the challenge. And my goodness, I mean, the cojones of you two to fight each other at this juncture of your career, I absolutely love it. Two guys with like something like 40 or 50 fights between the two of them. Fantastic. Exactly what we want from this sport. Caleb, man, you got a fantastic team behind you. We've had D-Lo in the Lions Den absolutely show out. You were touching on that a little bit, how well Los Angeles Muay Thai has represented in the Lions Den. We've had Silencio Sandoval come in and show out as well. How does it feel knowing, your team has already kind of put their stamp in that Lions Den coming in there for the first time? Does that give you a bit more confidence?
For sure it does. It's a wave, and I'm gonna ride that motherfucker. So it's gonna keep going and going. It's gonna get bigger as it comes.
I love it. And Isaac, you've had quite a bit of success yourself in there. You've got another teammate also competing on this card in Big Junior Campos. He's gonna be he's gonna be going to war with you on June 8th. How does it feel to go to war alongside your brother, Big Junior?
Oh man, Big Junior is a tank, you see, and I've done so many spars with him. You know, he's ready for sure. I'm ready, and every time we go in there, either it's me, Big Junior, Manny, you know, we all go in and we show out. We have good fights, and you know, I definitely think that King Cobra is starting to, you know, show the rankings in Fighters Rep, and we're coming in there and we take the dub.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind a 3-on-3 at some point. LA Muay Thai and King Cobra. Maybe one day we could make that happen. That would be fantastic. Um, Caleb, man, you got a lot of people in here supporting you, man. And again, we mentioned your team. You know, you come from a fantastic lineage. David Huerta, you know, Jorge Zarate. Kind of tell me what it means to you to be representing for LA Muay Thai and that fantastic lineage on June 8th at Fighters Rep 24.
Yeah, it's definitely something deep. It's a deep meaning. It's something that touches, like, really touches the heart. You know, it's you're representing a family. They've been my family outside of my family when I needed it, or just somewhere to be. Great gym, great coaches, and the thing about it is that my my coaches, they really care for us, or they really care for all of us, for the students, for me. They're willing to give other things outside of the gym to make sure that their students are successful, you know. And with that type of love, that's only passed down from lineage to lineage. And the discipline, it's there too. It's not always all good, you know, when you don't bring proper gear in, or you know, you don't put your hands with anything, they're on top of you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, go get some new shoes, bro. What are you doing? Those ones
Yeah.
are talking to me. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me go get it. You know, it's love, it's respect, it's discipline, it's everything that I need to make to 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 build me into what I want myself to become. And that's the
Yeah.
place where I'm gonna do it.
And now you got to embody that culture, right? Because you're
Hmm.
teaching there now too. So you kind of got to pass that on to the next
That's
generation.
that's it. You know, that's it. I can have a regular job, I could do whatever the hell else, but I'm always gonna make sure I have time to go train and to go teach. That's number one principle. That's one thing you can't stop. That's a part of
Yeah.
a lifestyle after a while. If you stop, you start losing your fucking marbles, and you know it's not good from there.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Isaac, man, same to you. I mean, you mentioned King Cobra. You know, you guys have been competing with us over and over again. It's been a pleasure as well. I love dealing with both of your teams. But, you know, what does it mean to you, you know, to continue on this journey representing not just for yourself, but for King Cobra, crew, Isaias, like, you know, for the whole team?
It means a lot to me. I think Isaiah's has been there for me, not as a coach, as a mentor. He's always giving me good life advice outside of the gym, and definitely in the gym. Uh, I mean, he's a crazy coach. I'm gonna be honest, he's crazy, but I think in this sport, you need a crazy coach. You know, someone that's gonna push you beyond your max to the point where you're on the floor, you're dead, you can't even move anymore because of how tired you are.
Yeah.
And he keeps that standard for everybody. You know, even if you're a new guy, you know, hey, you're in this gym, we work hard. That's it. We work hard. And I think coming into Fighters Rep and representing King Cobra, I have to show us in a good way. I don't want to go in there and show a lack of discipline in my technique, whether it's cardio, whether it's listening to my coaches. You know, it's much more than just the coach. There's the teammates, there's the family that's with the teammates. So at this point, we're family. And every time I go to King Cobra and I train there, I'm in my second house, you know, and it feels nice, but at the same time, it's the bittersweet because I know it's time to work. So uh,
Yeah.
I love it though. I love it. I love
Yeah.
every part of it. It's the fight life right here.
For sure. Caleb, I want to ask you, man, you know, Isaac is really known for pushing the pace, really known for pushing the pace, but I feel like you're also kind of known for pushing that pace and having a dog in you as well. You know, what do you know about Isaac? What do you see about Isaac that makes you excited for this fight? That, like you said, lights a fire under your ass for this fight.
Um, yeah, like I said, I've seen him fight a couple times. I know he's had some good boxing and he knows how to move around. I don't like you said. I like to come forward or not come forward, but let's make some fire happen somewhere at some point. Um, and um, and with that, I've seen how he fights and it's gonna be a fucking great fight. Like it's, I'm not thinking like in my head. I'm not thinking like like hurting him. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna knock him out, like in what fashion, what way, what we're gonna do. Not like no, that's pointless.
Yeah.
We're gonna grow from this fight. That's how it is. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
I don't really care per se, but it likes to fire under my ass because I know he's training. I know, like you said, his coach is under his ass, right? My coach is under my ass too. So we're both putting our ass on it. I want to represent just like he wants to represent. I'm representing all these people on that are watching us, that are following, commenting. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you guys. We have tickets. I think the promo's gonna shoot them out this week, next week, not too sure. Hey, but I'm gonna need more than 50 tickets for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is an exciting event, and I told you a while back ago that I wanted to fight for you. I just, been going after I won the Arizona tournament over there at the USMTO. But now we're here, and this is gonna be a fun fight.
It's gonna
There's
be a
not too,
great. It's gonna be a
yeah,
great
yeah.
fight. It's gonna be a great fight. And yeah, I mean, we did send a second batch of tickets. Also, if you guys want tickets to this, you could either buy them from the fighters. It'll get them credit, or you could buy it right on FightersRep.com, where it asks who did you come to see. If you put the fighter's name in, they get credit as well. It's the easiest ticketing system in the world at FightersRep.com. So definitely get your tickets to this one. You're not going to want to miss this. I think this fight by itself, if they told me pay $50 and just watch this fight, I'd say take my money. But that's just me. Isaac, I want to ask you, I kind of want to ask you the same thing. What do you see about Caleb that gets you excited about this fight, man?
I've seen some of his fights in Muay Thai. I definitely think he has he's a pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? As for my technique and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just do what I do, my technique, my game plan, and make any adjustments I need to in the ring. I feel confident in my ability to pick up things then and there, and that comes with just hard training and just getting the confidence from training hard and having good sparring partners, to emulate a certain type of fighter. So it's gonna be a good fight, and yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna be there for that fight specifically. And if you want to buy more tickets, I'm always selling tickets at my gym, King Cobra. You can also, like how George said, buy some online. Um, but as for my game plan and what I see is I see a fire fight. I see two guys throwing down technically, and we'll see what comes out from it. I'm confident in my ability. He's confident in his. I mean, as a fighter should be. They should both be confident.
What more can you ask for? Like
So,
what?
I mean, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna have a war. It's gonna be war. We're ready.
Yeah. I really think. I mean, some people just say that, but I don't see how this goes any other way other than this is going to be a very high level and risky chess match is what this is going to be, where there's going to be one little mistake I think can end the night. And I'm really, really excited about this fight. Caleb, you mentioned USMTO. I know Isaac went out there as well. I mean, have you guys seen each other fight in person? Have you guys ever run into each other, cross paths in person yet, or is this going to be the first time?
I think this is the first time we kind of see each other. But yeah, in person. Well, not in person over this, and then until we meet in person. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I asked you guys about your gyms. I mean, it's kind of a a delicious matchup for fight fans too, watching one of the best from LA Muay Thai take on one of the best from King Cobra. I know it gets me excited, right? I want to know, are you guys excited about it? Are your teammates excited about that aspect, that it's two fantastic teams with great lineages going on against each other?
Oh yeah, we're all excited. I'm hearing even people from Hardworks are excited, from different gyms are excited. Hung's excited. You know, I think Hung is so good at matchmaking.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hung.
And shout out to Hung. Um, Definitely my gym is excited. We're training hard. The energy in the gym is at all high, but we're staying focused. Definitely stay focused while we're excited.
And Caleb, we don't want to leave you out of it. Any thoughts on that?
Uh, yeah, snatched the words right out of my mouth. Let's fucking go have fun, Playboy. Let's do it.
Got you. We got Richard Lewis in here asking a question, and I want to run it by you guys. We'll ask Caleb first. He says, as a fighter, how do you shake off jitters and the audience? And I think this is actually a good question, because I do expect, God willing, a lot of people are going to be at this event.
I always get the jitters. It's just when it gets closer and closer to that time, you realize that this is the reality. This is what you trained for. This is what you prepared for all of these months, all this time, all this hard work. And yeah, once you get to the front and you see everybody, Caleb, 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 and you see all your loved ones there that you were training so hard, every single one of them that you're going to represent. Yeah, that's it.
And what about you, Isaac? How do you shake off the jitters and the audience? I mean, that last show was pretty damn packed in there, and you came out on top. Let us know how you do it. We're interested.
Yeah, definitely walking out. I feel excitement. It's okay to be nervous. I mean, I think everybody gets nervous, even Mike Tyson, and he's the craziest mother effer I know. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think going in there, I'm excited more than nervous, and for sure seeing my family and having my dad in my corner, and having somebody like Coach Isaias, who's a mentor to me, more than a coach. He's somebody I can look to and talk to about personal things. um I definitely think having them two in my corner and having my family there supporting me, seeing everybody smile excited as I am, I think how could I channel that into a negative emotion? It's all good feelings, it's all excitement.
Yeah.
So definitely once you go in the ring and that bell rings, I mean, it's just game time. There's no more emotion. It's just war.
We've got Mega Soto in the chat. He says, Caleb is one of the most intelligent, explosive fighters SoCal has to offer. Caleb, how does it feel to hear something like that from one of your fans, and someone who I believe is a respected fighter in the chat right here?
Yeah, that feels really good. They know what to expect from me, as they seen from my last fights. It's like I said, we're not just going in there and like, yeah, everyone likes throwing punches and having a freak show out there, but we're gonna be technical about it. And when it's time when you see the openings, then you show everybody what you have. And
Yeah.
their timing has to be on, and you just got to show everybody what you have after, like once you're at that point.
Caleb, another thing I wanted to mention is, and it surprised me that Isaac used to get down 132 pounds. I'm not going to lie, because he's a tall athlete.
Yeah.
Isaac, I want to say something like 5'10", 5'11". I mean, he's going to have a significant height advantage in this fight over you. Is that something you're working on? Is that something you're thinking about, dealing with a guy who, despite being just 137 pounds, will be about 5'10", 5'11"?
Adjustments is nothing we haven't dealt with before. So I fought I fought the most top level people that were, you know, about the same height, and it's just adjustments at this point.
Yeah,
If I don't
yeah.
see it, my coach is gonna see it.
I love it. And King Tong is in here as well. He says, we are going to put on a show. And if you guys don't know, that's obviously Coach David Huerta of LA Muay Thai, which is Caleb Salazar's coach. We've also got Luis Campos in here, big junior. He's going to be competing alongside Isaac. He says, true, Coach Isaiah has been running off this cold. So, you know, we've got two very strong gyms here taking on each other. Two of the best fighters coming out of those gyms taking on each other. This is a fight I'm very excited about. And Isaac, this is a fight that I think, and Caleb, this to you as well, could definitely lead to a title, if not next, very soon. I mean, I don't see too many people anywhere with as much experience as you two at 137 pounds. If Jason Granado, if we don't lose him to MMA, if he comes back to the Lions, then the winner of this fight would be a fantastic fight against that one. You know, Isaac, what are your thoughts and kind of, you know, being in this position again?
Oh, it excites me. You know, I was so close to winning that last belt. I felt had there just been a little bit different adjustments, you know, I would have came up on top. But, you know, I learned from every fight. And I definitely think another chance at it would be amazing. If you can make that happen, George, that would be awesome. I definitely think I would be ready for that fight whenever it does come, whether it's the next one or the next two. You know, I'm always ready for any type of fight, whether it's championship or a 3-rounder. It doesn't matter. You know, it's all at the end of the day another fight for me.
And Caleb, you know, you want to go around collecting belts like Thanos collects rings, you know, and this is one step closer for you to picking up a kickboxing belt, potentially being a two-sport champion. You know, I'm not sure if you already have a kickboxing belt. I believe you have a Muay Thai belt, but, you know, is it cool to you to potentially be a multi-sport champion?
Dude, I just want to represent. I don't even care about the belts I have anymore. I just want to represent. That's it.
Yeah,
I want to show that I'm the best and I train with the best, and that's it. Yeah, it's all about lineage, like you said. I'm leaving what they put down for me. I'm leaving it down too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you guys. You know, I'm expecting a big crowd to come out and watch you guys and all the other fantastic fights on the card. But Caleb, I'll start with you. You know, for the people that are kind of sitting on the fence, maybe they've never been to a fight, maybe they've never been to a Fighters Rep fight. You know, why should they buy tickets to June 8th to watch Caleb Salazar take on Isaac De La Paz at Fighters Rep 24?
First of all, I appreciate everybody on this group chat, and you know, we're gonna everyone knows, put on the show, yeah. But you know what's really gonna be exciting, just the reason why I'm excited for it, which you guys should be excited about it for, is because it's a little bit different than Muay Thai, right? We can't grab as much, no sneaky stuff that the trained eye can't see. So you guys are gonna see clearly the action that's going on, and it's gonna be fast paced and it's gonna be exciting. I'm telling you, pull up.
And Isaac, why do you think, you know, people sitting on the fence should grab their tickets right away, either off of you or off of Caleb or at FightersRep.com? Why should they come watch you fight June 8th?
I think it's so simple. If they like seeing action, and especially in kickboxing, Muay Thai is a little slower pace, but this is kickboxing. This is where it all goes down. And I think I've heard this from other people as well, that Fighters Rep is like the amateur one championship. And I definitely think there are high-level fighters like me in Fighters Rep and many more. So why not buy a ticket to see some good-ass fighting? I think we're all ready, and it's going to be 100% war that day. And it's going to be a good-ass fight, not just for me, but for other fighters that are competing that day. It's going to be a crazy-ass card.
They're going to learn something.
I definitely think they need to buy those tickets now. Like, there's no waiting. There's no waiting.
I'm almost already sold out of my shit. That's why he needed to send me another bag.
It was full pack last time. I think this time there's going to be people lining outside the door, trying to get in, jumping fences. Like, it's going to be crazy. So it's going to be a good-ass fight. It's going to be.
And then one more thing, since we're on that note, And then just like all of my crowd, I know we're a bit, wild sometimes, but we always try to keep it respectful, and we try to be the bigger person, no matter what. So we're all gonna have a good time there, only a good time, and that's it.
I like to hear that. And obviously, keeping it respectful is always a good idea. I mean, I'll tell you guys this. At the Commerce Casino, they're pretty damn strict. We had one guy, jump over the guardrail one time. And I think they have like a machine that's a security machine that like snaps. Dude, it snaps pictures of people's faces. And if you get banned, they'll never let you back in there. So it's pretty strict over there. So for sure, everybody, I hope you have a drink, have a good time, support your people, but don't go too crazy.
We'll do the fighting.
For sure. For sure. If can I possibly get a prediction out of each of you?
How many rounds is it? Like 5 rounds? That's what
it's going to be 3. It's going to be 3.
Okay. You know what? Fuck! I'm so excited. I don't even want to say because I already have it in my head. I gave a hint already earlier. If you're watching it, then you already got the hint.
Yeah. Sounds like he's going for the finish. Isaac, do you have any predictions here?
I'm predicting a good-ass fight, and I'm predicting I'm coming out victorious with all due respect.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, get your tickets to Fighters Rep 24 at FightersRep.com. If you can't make it for whatever reason, which is ridiculous if you can't make it, because we've even got a hotel attached to the Commerce Casino. So anywhere you're at in the country or the world, you can come watch these two throw down. But if you can't, we're going to have a beautiful TV quality stream for you available right here on the YouTube channel. All you got to do is join the channel for $9.99 a month. You can cancel anytime, or you could join it through our website at FightersRep.com. You're not going to want to miss this fight. Before I let you guys go, and be sure to give them your social media, right? But before I let you guys go, I'll start with you, Caleb. Anyone you want to thank, anyone you want to shout out, and give them your social media so they could follow your journey.
Yeah, I definitely want to shout out, first start off with God, and then shout out to my big brother, Christian Salazar. Rest in peace all the time. That's why I do it. I represent you with my heart. That's the only reason why we keep going strong. And all my fans, my coach, everybody that's a part of this journey. And whether you're a part of it or you're just coming on board to this journey, you still caught on right on time. Let's go.
And Isaac?
I want to first shout out Coach Isaias. I want to shout out my dad for always being there, supporting me. My family for always being there.
The loudest guy in the arena.
Yeah. My mom in there screaming like crazy, the whole team from King Cobra, from Triunfo Gym in Costa Mesa, Team Classic, Hardworks, all the boys over there helping me get some sparring in, and my sponsors, Tactical Concealment, Midday Consulting, and GYP Goodyear Produce Inc. They're helping me pay for all these funds. It gets a little pricey sometimes with the traveling and buying all the gear. But yeah, shout out to everybody, and shout out Jesus.
For sure. And Delilah Guzman says, "No, that's me, George," referring to the loudest person in the arena. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes and I hear Rodilla. Oh, we lost him.
Man,
But anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys joining us. Caleb, thank you so much. Isaac, we lost him, but thank you so much as well. And we look forward to seeing you on June 8th, brother. Have a great one, man. Thank you so much, brother.